I am coming through the black hole. I am on PlayStation 5 Pro on performance mode, 60 FPS. And I want to be blunt and honest and letting you know that the game is very playable. However, there are frequent micro stutters that may deter you from wanting to buy the game. There was a slight sudden drop there. So for the first little bit that I was inside the first dungeon where you do the tutorial and you escape, we don't really escape. You're basically told to come with them. Another little performance drop there. And I do call them out as I feel them so that you can kind of see, hear how often they happen. That was not a stutter. That was my thumb that just slipped and went like that. Made it seem like I lagged. But they may happen often enough that for you, you're like, oof, I don't know that I can handle this. Even when there's like a few enemies on the screen, I don't find that the frequency of the little stutters increase. It's more of an optimization thing. However, being in the open world definitely is more taxing. And it's just kind of sad because I'm on PS5 Pro. And after playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, for an example, for, you know, nearly 100 hours, and I might have had one or two, you know, little frame dips in almost 100 hours. I get them quite a bit here. But again, oh, there was another one there. It might not be enough, like I said, to turn you off. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, oh, yeah, this is polished. This is the best. No. But it's also not Cyberpunk 2077 day one either. You see what I mean? It's respectable. It's really good. It's not fantastic. Actually, I was walking around earlier and running, and it was actually worse earlier. This one here seems to be quite a bit better. Oh, another stutter there. And it kind of does this with the frames. I don't know what this is, but instead of like, you know, big lag spike or something like that, it's like micro, tiny, like little ones, like almost like a mini quake kind of thing. When your screen shakes a little bit, like you know, like that. I can't really replicate it. That wasn't a lag spike, by the way. That was me doing that. So it is really good for day one. It looks good. The draw distance is incredible. At least I think so. I think it's great. Really, really good. I don't believe there's any HDR. All that other... Oh, another terrible performance drop. When I do the whole, like, performance drop, I'm not just talking about, like, it's 60 FPS, it spikes right back up. I'm talking like it's 60 FPS, and once in a while, it'll dip down for about 1, 2, and then go back up. It's almost like it drops back down to about 30 FPS, 40 FPS. Those ones don't happen often. But again, you be the judge as you play the game. Or rather, you watch. My goodness, you're swinging at like 5 frames. What the hell was that? Yeah, even the other guy's like, forget that, I'm leaving. It is on Novice, by the way, just because I'm recording, I'm showcasing the game. I'm not here to be a tryhard.
You move like a pregnant.
Yeah, and you, yeah, exactly. You had something to say until you were ass up, face down into the fucking mound of dirt. Dirt mound, whatever. So basically my conclusion, because I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. My conclusion is this. If you're sensitive to somewhat frequent little stutters, stay away. Me, it's kind of like, I don't know. Like it bugs me because I've played games that perform better, but I've also played other games that play worse, but then I don't usually play those games. So I wouldn't say, another little stutter there, that I'm super sensitive. But if I really like a game, oh yeah, I'll get into it. This just makes me want to go back to Skyrim because I never finished Skyrim. This game I played nearly 20 years ago. Oh, another, that was a pretty big one there for a couple of seconds. And again, it has nothing to do with what's on your screen. I think earlier I had 3, 4 enemies. I was just moving around. Whack, whack, whack. Didn't have a stutter in that moment at all. But then as soon as I'm walking around... See? Another one there. I think that about wraps it up. But when you look at the grass, the rocks... Oftentimes, too, when you look at textures on a wall, especially something like this that has a lot going on, like a lot of detail in it because of the type of wall that it is, it'll almost look like it's animated, like it's coming alive, like it's moving. A lot of games do that, and it kind of really drives me insane. I don't find that this game does that at all. I think it's actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Not too sure what's going on with the lighting there. Kind of looks a little bit trippy. Like, why is that? Like, am I missing something from the Oblivion world? From the Elder Scrolls as to why that's so bright in some spots? I mean, it's nighttime, the stars are out, and somehow that looks very effing bizarre. Not gonna lie. I mean, then again, so is seeing other planets in the sky, but, right? I think that's a glitch. Oh, yeah, that totally has to be. I knew I wasn't crazy. You saw that. It was all like, why are some parts of the world look like it's daytime? Yeah, so there you go, right at the end of the video. That was definitely a little momentary glitch in the transition from daytime to nighttime. But it kind of auto-corrected itself. So it's a little undercooked. I like my meat well done. You might like it medium rare or rare. Well, that's what this is. So again, a little stutter there. You be the judge as to whether or not it's worth it, because they're not exactly asking. There's another little stutter there. They're not exactly asking $15 or $20 for this game. The deluxe version's $80 Canadian. That's the full AAA price. It's $50 US. I know most people that are watching me are probably American. So it's $50 US for the standard game. And yeah, that's not pocket change for me. That's for sure. I wasn't even going to buy the game, to be honest with you. But I was like, you know what? I might be able to get 50 views on my channel, because that's something to, you know, to strive for after being on the frickin' internet for 7 years almost. But here we are. If I can help out at least 1 or 2 people be like, oof, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to wait. Then I did my job. If I have you watching this, you're like, oh, that's not so bad. Yeah, I can handle that. I'm going to buy it. Well, then I did my job there too, because I built the confidence in your decision as to whether or not it was to buy the game or not buy the game. Me personally, I'm good without this game, with all due respect, because I still haven't finished Skyrim, Fallout 4, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I got a plethora, a cornucopia of other games that I could be playing, that I should be playing. But instead, I'm playing a near 20-year-old remaster of a game. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's right. Got the moves like Jagger. Yeah, I'm sorry. This video was not supposed to be this long. But I figure, like, the longer I play, the better, in a way. Because now you're able to just... Another tiny little stutter there. You're able to kind of count the frequencies as to how often it happens. Wow. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support that channel with the algorithm in trying to so desperately make me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up. And if you didn't like the video, well, that's just too bad. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break off that big glowy thing off in your ass where the sun don't shine. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe I'll see some of you if I'm lucky, in the next one. Bye for now.